And similarly, the Minister of State Petroleum Resources, Timothy Siva, has tasked the President of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, and the African leaders on the need to address energy challenges of African countries by attracting investments into the oil and gas sector. Now, Timothy Siva, who disclosed this in Abuja when the President of the OPEC paid him a courtesy visit, said local content should be at the driver's seat for investments in Africa's oil and gas industry to enable the continent to achieve sustainable development. He promised that Nigeria will continue to lend full support to the efforts of OPEC and the gas exporting countries forum in their quest to balance and stabilize the energy market for the benefit of all.
Africa's energy need will continue to grow in leaps and bounds over the foreseeable future. It is estimated that about 640 million Africans have no access to electricity, while about 900 million Africans have no access to clean cooking fuels. While taking cognizance of the current global drive towards renewable energy, Africa will undoubtedly need to continue to utilize its abundant oil and gas resources for the continent to be delivered from the shackles of perpetual energy poverty and stunted economic growth. Africa has an enormous proven crude oil reserve of over 125 billion barrels and over 630 trillion cubic feet of natural gas reserve. Investments required in the medium term to sustain oil and gas production in the continent was recently estimated at an average of about $40 billion annually. I implore you, Your Excellency, to use the opportunity of your presidency to promote the cause of Africa and attract more investments into the oil and gas industry in the continent. I am of the opinion that local content should be at the driver's seat for investments in Africa's oil and gas industry, for the continent to witness a sustainable development. Nigeria will continue to lend full support to the efforts of both OPEC and GECF in their quest to balance and stabilize the energy market for the benefit of all, as well as strengthening our shared values and protecting our common interests.
The OPEC President Obiang Liman, in his comments, explained that local content can only thrive when national oil companies start producing their own assets. He said that with more local content involvement in the sector, the continent will be able to address the energy challenge, which continues to hamper growth and development.
In these two organizations, both OPEC and GCF, the largest numbers of members are Africans. And clearly, this is a very important situation because that gives us a very strength regarding decisions, regarding when we have to make decisions both in OPEC and GCF. Excellency, we keep talking about local content. And local content is not just participating in the contract, it's not just creating jobs, but at the same time, it's technology transfer. And I will ask that Nigeria champion the importance to standardize the oil and gas to make sure that many other African countries can take the example to be able to do the operations. One of the key things that I will be championing, and I will ask for your support, is clearly to eradicate the energy poverty that our country are suffering. We are discussing all the time regarding energy transition, but we do need to make sure that our energy poverty are reduced because we still have more than 600 million of Africans which have access to electricity and other products for their development.